Finding balance is something every adult tends to struggle with in life. The struggle to find balance, especially between work and life, might be a phase for some people, and for some others it might last their entire lives. Finding balance is the key to achieving excellent success. By excellent success, I mean success in every area of your life: spiritually, financially, academically, mentally, career-wise, and your relationships with family and friends. Without balance, some areas of your life might be failing and falling while others are winning and prospering. And it's easy to live in the fantasy of balance only when a certain part of our life is flourishing, just because we are doing well in that field. In the beginning, the effects of the imbalance might affect just us without hurting or harming the people around us. However, if the imbalance remains consistent, the effects extend to the people around us, ruining friendships, relationships, or opportunities. Proverbs 16 verse 11 says, "A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are His work." It is God's will and desire for us to find balance in life, to have the capacity to handle, manage, maintain, and put to great use all that He has given us. He desires that we find balance in the assignments we have in life, so that we can fulfill the purpose for which we were called graciously and amicably. It's not God's will to see us struggle in any area of life, and for this He has promised His grace in 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, which says, "But He said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." It's in the grace of God made available in our weaknesses that we find the strength and courage to carry on. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest in me. A college student studying one of the professional courses like law or medicine, while running a business, is most likely to struggle with finding balance with academics, business, and his or her spiritual life, especially if the business is not transferable or cannot run without your presence, input, or effort. And handling so many responsibilities and still being required to show up can be quite overwhelming for anyone. Worse still, a young adult who's trying to find his way and navigate life. The same applies to families, couples, with or even without kids. Without a proper work-life balance, there will either be strains in your relationships because of lack of communication, your presence, or intimacy, or there'll be responsibilities that you leave unattended. So, here are 5 ways to creating a work-life balance. Now, note that the changes might not show up immediately, but with more time and effort, balance will be created. Number 1, creating a daily schedule. This is the first and most important step to finding balance. Your daily schedule should include everything you want or have to do every day, and the other things that you would like to do on some particular days. Your daily schedule starts with your morning routine. How would you describe your perfect morning from the moment you open your eyes and get up from bed? What habits would you like to automate every morning to create your perfect morning? What habits do you want to drop that negatively affect your perfect morning? What do you want to do more often in the morning? At what time would you want to wake up? And what would you want to do as the first thing in the morning every time you wake up? Create a morning routine by stacking those habits and making each one a cue to start the next. What comes after your morning routine? What are the other tasks on your to-do list to accomplish? If you work remotely, say as a content creator, a digital marketer, or a virtual assistant, you will want to create a workspace where you stay for at least 6 to 7 hours of uninterrupted work. Creating a work routine will go a long way. You can start by replying to emails, which are one of the easiest things to do, before going on to the harder tasks of the day. You can also do the reverse by starting with your harder tasks and clearing them off your desk before moving to the less stressful ones. After work, what is the next agenda on your list? What is your evening routine like? What do you do to release yourself from the stress of the day? This is a perfect time to spend more time with friends, family, or the people around you. If you're staying alone, this is a great time for self-care. Pick a book and read, or engage in your favorite hobby. Cooking, writing, baking, a hot tub, anything that shakes the stress off of you. Next, plan your night routine. An important part of your night routine is ticking off your current to-do list and creating another for the next day. That gives you a clear direction on where to start in the morning. Number 2, discipline. Great things are achieved not only when motivation comes. You need discipline to achieve great things. You need discipline to achieve balance. After your daily schedule is created, build the discipline to stick to it. For the first few months, give yourself no excuse to slack. Stick with the sleep schedule that you created. Stick with your morning, evening, and night routine. You might fall once, but do not let it happen twice. Allocate every minute and hour of the day to doing something. It does not have to be work or productivity related. It could be sleeping, watching a movie, spending time with family and friends, taking yourself on a date, taking a walk, rekindling an old friendship. Something you love but will not need to exert much energy and effort to get it done. Something to take your mind off of the things that stress you. Make sure that you have every minute of your day planned out. But more than just the planning, stick to those plans. You build on discipline, not motivation. You build on showing up when you have to, not showing up when you feel like it. Number 3, make your priority list. As much as you have a lot going on in your life, there are particular things that have more value to you than others. Some need more of your time than the others. And then there are others that you can easily delegate to someone else. For example, you cannot spend 2 hours of your time doing laundry when you have a higher, more important responsibility to handle that demands those 2 hours. In such cases, simply put the 80-20 principle to use. What are the top 20% of your responsibilities that give you 80% profit? What are the other 80% of your responsibilities that give you 20% profit? Delegate the 80% that gives 20% profit and commit more time into doing the top 20% that gives the 80% profit. Balance is finding out what demands more of your time and what demands less, and giving to each as they demand. Balance is also knowing where and when to throw your energy and where to avoid throwing your energy. Your priority list gives you the proper guidance to identifying all that, and discipline helps you stick with it. God bless you.